my name's Neil. I'm the manager of Routeone on Coleman Street. I've only been working here for about a year or so, but the shop itself's been here about 15 years. It's been here a good while. It's been a big part of the scene in Edinburgh, I think, for a long time as well. For example, when Dogtown and Z Boys came out, we actually had Stacey Perella in store to do a signing, which was way before my time, but still, people still talk about that because it was a very big deal. The skate scene in Edinburgh now, in Scotland full stop, is fantastic. I mean, for Edinburgh specifically, within less than an hour's drive, you've got 5 parks. You've got Stockton Outdoor, which is probably the best outdoor park in the UK. And then you've got, Livy Outdoor Skate Park, which is world famous for just being harsh, really tough to skate, and Tony Hawk skated there, and all these big guys. And you've got the Space and Transgression, and then you go out towards Glasgow, you've got a bunch of other places as well, and it's just a great scene for it at the moment. And yeah, and we're quite involved in it. We did a lot of competitions last year. We didn't hold them, but all the people held them, and we were always there giving away stuff, and nothing big, but just helping kids out with like boards and bolts and bearings, and just handing things out. And we do, once a year, we do a free skate day, which we're doing at a venue called Unit 23, just outside of Glasgow. And absolutely massive indoor park. I think it's the biggest indoor park in Scotland. And we're just taking the place for the day, so everyone can come down for free. Again, we're going to be filming, we're going to be doing some edits, going to be giving away a load of stuff, competitions. We've got some of our team riders are going to be up. And yeah, we're just going to have a blast. They did some down south about this time last year, and they all went really well. And we just did like a bunch of edits and put it up online, and it was cool for kids who would never be in like a legit video to actually get themselves seen in like a legit edit that are getting seen by like thousands of people, and it's just really cool. And that's I think where we as a company, we just try really hard to keep that up. We've got we've got a skate team with one of our guys, Benson. He also rides for Death. And he's ridden for a couple of other companies as well, and he's on our skate team. So he was our first Scottish rider, and we got him on the team last year, it was good for us as a store because we've never really had a Scottish guy on the team before. So that was it was a really big deal, and the skate scene in Scotland's really close, so it made a really good impact, a really positive impact on us, because people just started seeing us a little bit differently, because we're not the skater-owned store that a lot of people want to support their local skater-owned store, which is really important. And like a lot of people had an image of us as just being like this big money-hungry company, which isn't true at all. We have people on our skate team who work in our warehouse and at our head office, and like the guys that deal with all of our kind of skate hardware are on our skate team, and they're proper skaters, and that's why we've got them there, So we make a big deal about doing that, and a lot of our store managers come from skate scenes, and we've got our skate team are in Malta at the moment, so we've sent like almost a dozen guys over to Malta for a week or so, just to go and skate and film it and put an edit together. So it's really important. So even though people do have this impression of us being, granted we're not a skater owned, but we do still make a huge effort to sort of be involved and to help skate scenes out. We brought the Supra skate team, should I say, up to Stockton last year, which was, legendary. It was Chad Musker, Tom Penny, Ali Balala, Matt Mumford, Terry Kennedy, Lizard King, Boo Johnson. All these guys came up, and it was a phenomenal day. They turned up at the park. It was ourselves and Focus, the other sort of Edinburgh-based skate store. Well, they're running in Glasgow now too. But yeah, we both kind of had a hand in bringing those guys up, and got to the skate park. Started raining, so Chad Musker skated in the rain for like half an hour, in literally the heaviest rain we'd had all year by that point. And so we all bailed, and we took them all to like this pub, and it was through near Stockton Skate Park, so it's quite a rough area. And we just took them to this big sort of old man's pub, and just spent a good 2 or 3 hours in the pub. And for people in like skaters in Scotland to be around these guys like Lizard King and Chad Musker, and these guys that you've played in Tony Hawk's games, and now we're just like sitting in a pub having a drink with them, and it was absolutely fantastic. And later on that day they went and they skated at Bristol Square, which is not the best skate spot in the world, but it's a pretty legendary spot in Scotland, in Edinburgh specifically, and so it was great to see those guys skating there. And then they went back up to Stockton when the rain dried out, and the initial skate demo was supposed to only be, I think, 30 minutes, and they skated for about 2.5, 3 hours, and just tore the park to pieces, man. It was fucking brilliant. We had the Creature skate team came up. That was nothing to do with us. It was just a great thing to happen, because obviously they've got Stu Graham, who's Edinburgh based, and anything that he does anywhere that he goes, people just get excited because he's just so fucking good, you know. Yeah, we just try and, like, personally, it's really important for me to be involved in it. You know, I don't skate every day. I didn't necessarily come from the skate scene, but you know, I don't lie about it either, and you know, I like to think that people kind of appreciate it for that, and they can see that we do make an effort and that we are passionate about it. You know, I don't have to skate 5 hours a day.
Would you say that Route 1's a bit of a landmark in an Edinburgh skate scene right
now? Yeah, I think so. I think we're doing pretty well. That's cool. Yeah, I think so, because you know, we've had a lot of changes since I took over. There was issues with who was running the store for a good few years, and we finally, when I came in, and we kind of settled down, and yeah, I just made a massive point of getting involved with the competitions, getting involved with the local zines, and just letting kids see that we weren't just trying to sell skateboarding to anyone and everyone to make money, that we do actually care for the scene. And you know, I think if you go back as long as the store's been here, you know, we kind of proved that time and time again.
Give me fire!